Welcome to update 2 of Pan Those Eyeshadows already. It is March already. It is a fantastic sunny day here in the UK today, and I feel like it's what everybody's been waiting for all winter. I'm really sorry if you can see dust flying around in this video quite a lot. I have 3 house rabbits. They are litter trained, but they are molting in preparation for spring. So there's a lot of rabbit hairs flying around in the shop at the minute. So sorry about that. If you're new around here, my name is Alex, and on this channel we like to do dark grungy makeup, except today I've gone for something pretty bright because of the wonderful sunshine. So we like dark grungy makeup, project panning, and also occasionally some cozy vlogs or travel vlogs. So if any of that sounds like a good time to you, please consider sticking around and subscribing. I'd love to have you here. But let's get to the eyeshadows. This is my favourite panning project, and it's really good to me because I have quite a lot of eyeshadows but not a lot of usage on them, and I'm really enjoying getting to know my eyeshadows and really getting some use on them. It's been the perfect project for me, and I'm really excited to see how many more pans we can get on those eyeshadows in 2025. I'm going to update you in least usage order and save that shiny pan for the last update. So let's get to it. First shadow that we're talking about today is in my Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette, and that is the shade Lagoon, and it is this lovely bright green here. And I've said before, it's kind of like the green you get when you mix blue and yellow together. It's like a proper solid green with maybe a little bit of a blue leaning slightly blue. And I really like this colour. I do think it really suits me. I have a little bit of an olive undertone in my skin, so greens do go well with my skin tone. It's just this kind of bright green isn't very much of an everyday shade, so I have tried my best with it. I got 4 uses this month with 9 uses overall in the project. We've got a little bit of a dip forming. Cosmic Brushes shadows are such fantastic quality. They're so pigmented, they blend so easily. So being such a pigmented shade, I don't know if I'm going to hit pan on it very soon. There is a little bit of kick up in there, but not a lot. Sorry, I should have said also, with this project, I am literally just rolling in random shades. I have 308 eyeshadows in my collection. So I have them all in a spreadsheet, and I just use a random number generator to pick my shade. Because I'm just so overwhelmed with shades, I literally wouldn't even know where to start with prompts, etc. So yeah, I'm just randomizing it at the minute, and then I'm just going until I hit pan. I haven't put any vetoes in at the minute. I have got a lot of greens and blues in this project which aren't everyday, so it is a little bit of a challenge to potentially be hitting pan on all of those shades, but I'm happy with where I am with that at the minute, but it could change. We've got a little bit of a dip forming on Lagoon there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I will try and add some photos in as well. And with 9 uses in the project, I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, it's probably going to be a bit more of a long haul one, but I'm okay with that. And yeah, I think it's looking good on my eyes today. And then while I've got the palette here, I might as well talk about Serenity as well, which is a shade that we just rolled in last month. So here is Serenity, and it's this lovely blue shimmer with a bit of like a gold reflect to it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that in the beautiful sunlight. So it's got a bit of a gold reflect to it, and there is a little bit of a dip forming on this guy now. Again, Cosmic Brushes shades are just so pigmented, especially their shimmers, so it just takes the tiniest amount. So again, I think that's going to be a little bit more of a long haul shade, but that's fine. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I'm really finding ways of working it into looks, and it blends really nicely with one of the other shades that I've got in the project. I actually have 4 of the shades that I'm using on my eyes today, and they all work so fantastically together. It's just, again, this isn't that much of an everyday look now, is it? But that's okay. Serenity has been used 11 times this month because I have found a way to work into a little bit more of a neutral, worky, everyday look, and that was with Abomination, which was like a grey shade that's also been in this project, and then a sparkly inner corner. So that's just been really great as well, and I'm looking forward to getting even more use on that colour. And I just thought I should probably swatch out these 2 shades for you as well. I'm really sorry if you can hear loads of noise in the background. The rabbits are going ham at the minute. They get excited in the sunshine, don't they? So there we go. So I've just swatched, that's Lagoon, and then we've got Serenity there as well. And yeah, both really stunning shades. And then just moving on to our next palette, and this is from the ancient Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. As you can see, it's very stained. It was the original palette, so it's got the matte finish. so it does stain pretty easily, but that's okay. And this shade that we're using in this palette is this bright sort of turquoisey shimmer shade here, and the quality on this is still so stunning. This palette is very old and the quality is still amazing. I'm always just like astounded by it, and I'm really glad that it's still in my life and still in this project. I did start to get a little bit of hard pan on this, so I have given it a slight scrape as well. So it's had a scrape, and then it's also been used 5 times this month, so that is bringing it to a total of 10 uses in this project this far. This I think is properly going to be like a really long haul shade because it barely looks touched still. Again, it is just so pigmented, you only need that tiny little touch in the pan and you know, you can cover your whole eyelid with it. I am going away this month to like a nice bright tropical sunny location, so I'm thinking these greens and blues that are in the project are going to be great for looks in the evening on holiday. I think it will suit the vibe a lot better than the grey UK. However, we do have sunshine at the minute, so there we go. Still happy to keep trucking on with this, but I do think this is going to be a bit of a long haul one, and yeah, months and months it might be here, but such is the life of an eyeshadow panner. And I'll just swatch that shade out for you as well. I keep forgetting to swatch. And that is the shade Pool Party in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I was really worried about how similar these two shades are, but they blend together so wonderfully. They look so good together. And again, they're both blended on my eyes today, and I'm really happy with the look. And then our next shade is Stunner, and that is from my BH Cosmetics Power Play palette. And that is just here, and that is, it's like, it looks in the pan like a shimmery pink, but on my eyes it's just like a silver shimmer really. And the shimmer is stunning on it. I know BH Cosmetics is a bit of a budget brand, but the shimmer quality is still up there with some of the other like really good indie brands, and I'm really happy that this shade is in my project. And I want to thank the person who commented last month on suggesting it as an inner shade colour, as an inner corner colour, and it is such a good inner corner colour. I like smear it all over my inner corner, like I'm looking like a sparkly ethereal princess almost every day with this as my inner corner colour, so I'm really happy that it is in the project. And we've got a nice little dip form in there. We're not near pan yet, I don't think, but I'm still happy to keep working on this, and I'm happy with the progress that we've made there. That is it on my wrist, and it doesn't really do it justice on my wrist. You just can't really see it. I think it's a really great shade, and I'm really happy that it's in the project. And I just don't, like, this is why I'm doing the project, because I don't think I would have noticed how fantastic that shade was until I was like forced to work on it almost every day. Did I say how many times I used it? So this has been used 15 times this month. So I've done it pretty much almost every time that I've done my makeup as an inner corner highlight. And if not an inner corner highlight, I just do it all over the lid with a winged eye, like Taylor Swift Eras Tour styly. And that for me is a good everyday look. And then last but absolutely not least, well, I guess it is kind of least now because it's been panned a bit. And this is great because this is one of my newer eyeshadow palettes, and this is the Jolie Cosmetics Vampirism palette. And it was this lovely grey shade down here called Abomination. And I'm sure you can see there, it's got some shiny pan in it. Hopefully you can see that there, and I will again try and include pictures. This was a pretty easy sort of everyday shade. I was just kind of using it in my crease for like smoky grey looks or for like deepening up a blue look. It was pretty easy to fit into looks. And this shade has been used 10 times this month, and a total of 16 uses in the project. It did have a little bit of use on it before it got into the project, which I think helped a lot. And I'd done like quite like dramatic winged looks with it as well, so it had got quite a lot of uses on the couple of uses that it had, if that makes sense. So really happy to have a pan on such a new palette. Also, while it was in the project, got to know some of the other colours in the palette as well, which was great. This is my old colour story, which is very blue and I guess a little bit wintry, but I think with this rolling out, depending on what we roll in, Please, can it not be another blue? We pretty much have all the blues and greens that I own in my eyeshadows in this project. So if it ends up being another blue, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm happy with the progress so far, and I'm excited that the project is continuing to keep moving. The way that I roll in new shades is I've got a spreadsheet. So sorry if I've started to look over here. My laptop's over here with all of my shades in, and I have 308 eyeshadows, and I just put them into a random number generator and use that to select my shades. We are in luck because I have my work phone with me today, so I'm able to use this to generate a random number. So I've literally just got the random number generator up on Google, and let's generate. Okay, so we've got shade 247, and that is from my Cosmic Brushes Neutrals palette, and it is the shade Chic. So let me just pop away and get that palette. I'm back, and I've got my Cosmic Brushes Neutrals palette here. And the shade we are working on is going to be Chic, which is this very pale pink. Oh my god. So again, totally out of my comfort zone, but this is so why I was doing this palette. Like, I can work on browns and greys and blacks and oranges until the end of time. That is what I would do every day if I was left to my own devices, and that's why all these lovely palettes weren't getting used. So yeah, we have rolled in Chic, which is this pale pink, and totally, again, not really my vibe. Even though I'm more of like a medium skin tone, often light colours don't really show up on me or don't really work for me, but Cosmic Brushes formula is really special, and even those really pale colours do show through. Coming into spring, I think maybe a pale pink, I could make it work, and it could also go really nicely with that shimmery pink that I've got in the project as well. So yeah, let me swatch out the new colour story for you. So this is our new colour story, and actually it's not that different to our old colour story. Like, this pink is a good surrogate for this grey. But again, I'm totally okay with that. I'm 100% happy that I'm going to make it work. And this palette was in a No Pans Left Behind for my other project that I'm doing at the minute, my Deck of Panning project. And I loved working on this palette so much. I mean, look at it. It is so beautiful. So I'm so excited to have it in the project and get it, and potentially could get some use on some other shades in the palette as well, which is also another reason I love this project so much. I'm excited to see what this month brings in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, give me a comment if you want as well. Let me know if you think that I'm crazy just doing this project totally randomly and always getting colours that I'm a little bit freaked out by. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that March, it remains this beautiful sunny month here in the UK, or if you're somewhere else in the world, I hope that you have a wonderful March. I'm really looking forward to working on these shadows this month, and looking forward to updating you in April on the progress that I'm going to be making in this project. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.